Now, your shoes can make a big difference to your running, how well you run, how much you like your running. Looking forward to showing you how and why you should build a rotation of shoes, how many you need, tips on how to do it on a budget. Now, my wife is fairly new to running. She runs twice a week and she's just replaced her previous pair of shoes with a new pair. That's how I started as well. One shoe for all my runs. I'd replace my shoes approximately every 12 months. I guess that is how most people start, and that's a good way to go to a point. As soon as you start running 3 or more times a week, though, I think it's a good idea to start to build a rotation of shoes for 5. I'll give you 5 good reasons why you should do it. First of all, you lower your injury risk. And some of you might have heard this. Different kinds of shoes provide different stimulus, differences in your landing and the way your feet move through the running cycle. And such small differences do affect your body. And now, just like changing your routes, changing the surfaces you run on can reduce your injury risk, so too changing your shoes. That's a good enough reason on its own, but there are other reasons. It will make your shoes last longer, because shoes need time to decompress. You imagine all that pressure going down step after step as you run. The foam gets compressed, allowing them some time, a couple of days to decompress, will extend the life of your shoes. Third reason is that it's going to make your running more enjoyable. You're going to look forward to the next run more when there's going to be something a little bit different in that run. Fourth reason is very important. The purpose of your runs changes as you improve your running. You'll have those faster runs, you'll have those intervals, those tempos, those races, long runs, and each shoe can be customized to suit that purpose. Another reason, a bonus reason almost, is that if your shoes get wet, you're running in the rain, you've got a dry pair to put on the next day. Furthermore, a shoe rotation will help you find the shoes that work best for you. Now, when you first start out, you buy shoes and you think, oh, I don't really know. You try them on in the shops, but it's not till you run a fair way in them that you understand if they suit you or not, if you like them or not. Now, if you just got one shoe and you don't really like them, you're stuck with them until they wear out. But if you have a rotation, you're only stuck with them for one run a week. You might relegate that shoe for your short runs, your short, easy runs. You're still going to get to wear them, still get the value out of them, but you're not stuck with them every single run. Great reason for a shoe rotation. So let's go through starting out with your one pair of running shoes. I recommend that you run in it until its recommended lifespan is over. Now that's usually about 400 to 600 kilometers, most manufacturers. Now for most people, they can get much more, maybe even double, out of a pair of shoes. But if you replace your shoe then and get a new pair in, you've got this pair that's still got some life in it to do some easier, shorter runs in. You've got your new pair ready to go for all your other runs, and you've got a second pair that's still able to be used. And then you build your rotation like this. So you can still use them, extend the life out of them a bit, because you give them a whole week to decompress. There's some life in it for a short run, and you're also reducing your risk of overdoing it in a pair of shoes. You start to feel those niggles, or towards the end of the run, if you're starting to feel out of the blue, these are not pre-existing things, out of the blue, some knee pain, some niggles that weren't there before, it's a good sign. You know that pair of shoes is no good anymore. You can get rid of it, get in your new pair straight away. Now, when you replace your shoes, a great tip is to go to your local shoe shop and put them into the recycling bin. You can recycle shoes. Check your local store for ways to do that. You can't say how long a pair of shoes will last, because your weight, your running style, all of these things are going to affect it. How many times a week you're using that shoe, where you're keeping them. If you're keeping them in a hot car, they're going to wear out quicker than if you're keeping them in a nice cool area, you're looking after them. All things being equal, my shoes are lasting me about 1,000 Ks. I know some people are a little bit less, some people a little bit more, but the kind of shoe is also going to impact how long a shoe will last. So get a pair of shoes, find how long they're lasting for you, and keep that as a mental note. Now, how do you tell how many kilometers you are using a shoe for? Well, that's a great question. If you're using Strava or some other running app, each time you log a run, choose the pair of shoes you're using for it, and it'll keep track of that for you. Try different brands to begin with. Find the ones that you like, that you gravitate towards. For me, it's a couple of brands that I return to because they feel right for my feet. That'll help you most of the time select shoes that you're going to enjoy, because there's nothing worse than buying a pair of shoes that just aren't right for you. Have you got any questions, queries about what I've just explained? Any other tips? Please share in the comments to help everyone out. Thank you for watching.